Welcome back to D.Gray-Man Anime Review, special number 2. Yeah, the last one came out roughly 3 months ago. So yeah, this one we're reading the 234th chapter of the manga, Farewell to AEW, The Prelude. Yeah, I have no idea why in the world it's like this for. Apparently we're on the Farewell to Alan Walker, even though the last one was Search Alan Walker, which have been going on for like a good 23 chapters, and now we're on the Farewell. This is still the same arc in a way. Pretty much half this chapter is a flashback to Mana. It just basically, first we start out with Alan's time with Mana. Talk about various characters they came up with, which basically the written language. They mentioned this in the show. So the second character. Yeah, this goes on for about a few pages, and then we have Alan in present day near Eggleston, England, which is kind of where they left off last chapter. Looks like a version of Tim Campy that kind of holds in his hand. Mentioned about various other people. Yeah, there's no image of Lena Lee in this chapter, which is kind of weird because, well, Alan has got a thing for Lena Lee, and Lena Lee is not even mentioned or even like a flashback. See, like a few people work on the Asian branch of. Yeah, the Asian branch. Actually, it was the European branch of the Order. They mentioned their title and the fact they're on the run. Thinking to wake up. This first Tim Campy, this golem, and then they said, "I'm hungry." Yeah, he also says right after that, he says, "The more pressing problem is figuring out how we're going to buy food while we're waiting." You said wait, didn't you? Have you go escaping then? Yeah, something though. Talk about character tree, like talk about a couple other things as I was just speaking now. Yeah, and of course, Al after we'll talk for a little while says, "I think I have no interest in what I say." None at all. And why you're asking? And of course, he calls him what he calls him in the manga, the S-head. Yes, in the show he calls him Short Stack. Yeah, but here's the thing: he's one of two characters I know of who doesn't like being called short at all. But the thing is, Alan's actually taller than Lena Lee by a good couple inches. Yeah, so it kind of says that he was going to help him, more mission better. It's like, Alan's like, seriously, what goes on? What's really going on? Really takes him off. It's all everything your sword. It says, that reminds me, back in North American branch, I peeked into your past. Those were things you didn't want anyone to touch, right? Alma and that person, I'm sorry. And then he has like a flash. We see like ripples in the ground. Talk about the 14th for a bit, and then Alan goes to his clown look. Yeah, looks like various. Easily looks like he's fighting Kuma, and he says, "After this, please listen." And the chapter ends with the story of Alan's birth finally revealed. Yeah. Particularly very odd chapter. I mean, this chapter feels as though we get a little bit of progression of this particular arc, not by much. Yeah. So, I would say it's a bit of character development. And unlike what it was with last chapter with no... Actually, the Kuma have not appeared in the manga for a little while now. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, the Kuma have been absent for the past several chapters. Well, from what I've seen from it. And right now we have a brief appearance by them. This mentions the 14th Nova. And yeah, that's really it. It's almost like not much happens in this chapter. This chapter is roughly 21 pages long, but it feels like a really quick read. Yeah, that's what it just seems like to me. And since this chapter came out, next chapter doesn't come out until April. So, 3 months until next chapter. Yep. Not particularly too happy with that, but that's basically the way it is with this particular series. Because the writer has got a health problem, so she has to switch to first was weekly, and then it was monthly, and now it's quarterly. And of course, series has gone several different hiatuses, and the fact this is like the 6th magazine it's on. I mean, come on. Maybe, I don't know, you can bring in people, someone like Kelly Jones to help you with the artwork. I mean, Kelly Jones just wrapped up the Kings of Air miniseries, so I'm sure he's available now to probably help you. But who the heck knows? I'm gonna give this chapter roughly a 9 out of 10. It's a good chapter, but I just kind of feel as though very little progression is made, and I was kind of expecting this chapter to be a little bit longer than it was, but give that to which will. Okay, so my next review I'm going to do is on My Hero Academia. Okay, but do this next review. Bye.